If you feel that your 20s suck, then this video is for you. Cause same. I'm just gonna let this video be an open space about what I learned and what I've been to so far in my 20s. Obviously, I'm still in my early 20s. Like, if you don't know, I'm 22. I'm turning 23 this year. And everything that I will say in this video will be based on my own personal experience. But I'm pretty sure that it will still resonate with you guys if you decided to continue watching this video. Before I entered my 20s, I was really looking forward to it. I used to see it as another dimension, being independent, making adult money, meeting new people, parties, dating, experiencing things that I haven't experienced before. So when I was a teenager, and I just realized how weird that is to say because I still feel like a teenager. I still feel so young, but at the same time so old. So ayun, when I was a teenager, I used to adore people na line of tunaying age like 20, 21, 22, so on and so forth because they get to do things now without consulting it with their parents. They are now earning adult money from whatever job they have, so they don't have to ask their parents now to give them money for them to afford something. They no longer have curfews, they are free. But I didn't realize back then that being in your 20s means having this big responsibility that just kicks you in the butt every single time. I never realized back then how stressful it is to be an adult until I tried being one. To stress out about having government IDs. Like, seriously. In the Philippines, like, what the fuck? What's with the government ID processing? Like, seriously, why would you require someone to bring a valid ID para makakuha sila ng valid ID? And other than the government IDs, I'm not yet done talking, okay? Hindi lang government IDs yung issue ko when I started being an adult. No one really taught me how to get government IDs. I had to learn it myself. That was my first struggle as an adult. And I've actually created a video on how to get the easiest government ID in the Philippines. So I'll link it here in case you need it. Aside from the government IDs, I never realized back then how stressful it is to, stick to a very strict budget, to have several monthly bills to pay for groceries, to pay for rent, to manage your savings, to have everything scheduled to save up for the future. And it makes me think that our 20s are a little bit overhyped and overrated. I honestly blame this on the movies and TV shows that I've watched before. All these films set truly an unrealistic expectation on a majority of people. But the majority of people who consume those shows are not even privileged enough. They can't just afford to live such lives. So naturally, these people will feel a little bit let down and disappointed because they can't live up to their own expectations, which are unrealistic to begin with. Sadly, I'm also part of the majority of people. I'm not privileged enough, and I just feel that I'm not living up to my own expectation. And I actually feel na this pandemic has an impact to me not living my 20s properly. Kasi when this pandemic started, I was like a sophomore. So 2 years of college life spent online. So naturally, di ko na enjoy yung college life. And I know, hindi lang ako yung naka-enjoy talaga ng college life. I never experienced attending college parties. Di ko naranasan pumarty back then. Kipag-hook up, kipag-momol. And that's actually my biggest regret during college. Di ko regret na I didn't study well for a specific exam. Ang regret ko is I never allowed myself to just have one night for me to party with college people. I really regret not buying that ticket to that foam party. Sayang. And yeah, aside from the fact that our 20s are super romanticized in a lot of shows, I also want to talk about hustle culture in this video. The sweet hustle culture. I think when I turned 20, the hustle culture started getting into me without me knowing it. I suddenly became this person who needs to work nonstop and fills his day with a lot of things because that is what I observe with the people around my age. And it made me think that if I don't overwork myself during my 20s, then I am not doing it right. I'm actually doing it wrong. If I don't rush my way towards success, then I'm not doing enough. And yeah, I'm not proud of saying this, but that has been my mindset for this past years. Actually, share ko lang, before I film this video, I actually just got off from a job call. I'm not gonna reveal muna what the job is, but I'll share it to you guys soon. once everything is settled. I just mentioned it because what I'm doing right now is a perfect scenario of someone being hooked to the hustle culture. After job interview, I'm filming a YouTube video for my channel, and then after filming this, I'm probably going to do like other tasks for my side hustles. That's my life right now. A lot of people will tell us, specifically the older ones, will tell us na wag mong papalaman sa hustle culture. Pero I honestly feel na I'm trapped. Hustle culture has already been implanted to a majority of people ever since. And it is this notion that the more work we allot on a specific task, the greater the reward will be. And so a lot of people tend to constantly deprive themselves from a lot of things that allow them to relax because they see those things as distractions. And so they spend more time on things that are considered work. And I am guilty of that as well. If I'm privileged enough, then I would definitely choose not to work. Kasi hindi eh. I need to hustle and hustle and hustle and hustle if I want to live the life that I want. Wala kami generational wealth whatsoever. Hindi rin ako anak ng CEO. I'm somehow at this disadvantage. Since we are not wealthy, I don't have access to billones, millones. So I have to double and triple and quadruple the effort when it comes to hustling. I also just want to say that I am lost in my 20s. Society puts a lot, like seriously, lots of pressure on people in their 20s to figure out their lives. Seriously, what's that about? The society expects us that if we enter like our mid-20s or even our early 20s, we already know what to do. We've already made some life decisions that will change the course of our lives. We've already achieved a specific level of independence from many things, but that isn't always the case. And I am a living proof of that. If you're around my age, if you're in your 20s and you feel na you have everything figured out already, then good for you. I sincerely commend you for that. Like seriously, hindi ako hindi to sarcastic, but I'm seriously like proud of you. Like, yeah, big thumbs up. But in my case, if you will ask me what I will do like 5 or 10 years from now, then I'll probably give you an answer, yes, but a vague one. Honestly, I don't think I'm competent enough to be even called an adult in this world. So please stop asking me what I will do 5 or 10 years from now. I already have an idea though, but when we are talking about the step-by-step process on how I will get there, I still haven't figured that out yet. Hopefully, eventually, I will figure it out just like I always do. And I honestly don't beat myself about it because people say it's normal. It's actually normal for a person to feel lost at different times throughout their lives. So yeah, eventually, we will figure things out. I'm actually glad I realized this sooner. Your 20s do not have to be the greatest part of your life. They don't have to be the only period in your existence that you'll fondly look back on. I realized that even though my life right now isn't as glamorous as the life Rachel and Monica and Chandler had, I still have a lot of things to look forward to. And that idea makes me appreciate life more. It doesn't suck. Your 20s don't suck. It appears more like a learning curve. You know, a decade of self-discovery and self-growth wherein you will learn your weaknesses, your strengths, your limitations, what you actually want to do in life. And hopefully during these times, we will get a sneak peek of what our lives will be soon. And I know that's a bit dramatic and cliche, but it is kind of true. So that's all I have for you in this video. I hope this video made you a little bit less alone. I hope you found comfort in this video by knowing that the things you are experiencing in your 20s are normal. If things are hard at the moment, I'm sure everything will be okay soon. Just hang in there. Thank you so much for watching. I am really sorry I haven't been uploading much content in the past 2 to 3 months. Tama ba? Life has been so hectic recently, like seriously. And this YouTube channel wasn't on my top priorities at that time, but I assure you that more contents are coming soon. If you like this video, then subscribe to this channel. I actually make videos about productivity, self-development, self-growth, college things, adulthood things, and also creativity. Go ahead and also give this video a like and leave a comment in the comment section. I actually love reading your comments, and I appreciate those who leave a comment in my every videos. Let me know if you find this video very relatable. Tell me also if you're in your 20s and what other struggles are you experiencing at the moment. I would really love to hear those. You can also follow me on my Instagram account at YoJamesGayo. I am also trying to be more active there. As you've noticed, I haven't been active in all my social media accounts, like on Facebook, on my YouTube, on my Twitter and Instagram. So yeah, give me a follow on my Instagram account. I actually think I have a pretty feed. You can also message me there actually. Just send me a DM. I reply to all the DMs that I receive from time to time, except for the weird and kinky ones. And yeah, this is my video for this week, and I will see you in the next one. Love you.